It's a term for a sound of a beating heart.
Okay.
And they're probably just using that to kind of...
Yeah, it's stable now. It was plug-ins and it clear any jumps. And
That's not Jones are not asking. I think he was like just to mess with you.
Rush this man and get it again.
Yeah. Rush in attack. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. God.
Alright, let's try that again.
There. Now we're gonna have some wind. Now you can see.
That looks good.
I think what it was is it was still trying to simultaneously like do all three. I gave myself a denial. It's stupid because it links in and then starts when you start the stream, but it requires you to fire off the stream for it to start its stream. Well, that's great. But if I'm streaming it, it's doing it twice. And it's just rejecting. We'll try it again. We'll play again. I'll play with it.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go now, Ross.
Alright, so there we go. We got our topic.
I got it because it was tough to create.
We got our main camera.
Very much enjoyed that game,
We're gonna get
Post it to YouTube.
our game capture.
I've got Facebook.
Discord. Now on. Yeah, we're doing fine.
Alright.
We have stability, folks.
Yeah.
Alright. So I think what I did wrong, and I'll test it during the week, but I think you set up your primary and then just add the secondary, not add the primary and the secondary to it. Okay. So I think what it was doing is it was spitting out the bait it twice. Yes. By the way, I was asking about what that was originally, but I thought it was another tactic. It's not. Yeah. Pretty excited about that though. I've been looking for that one for a while.
Yeah.
Alright, it's supposed to do this.
Okay.
The only crap is part of that. The other ones are just.
We got chat. Can you see chat?
Chad.
Chat. You see chat?
You see Chad yet? Is Chad in the room yet?
Oh, you mean charts?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, those hanging things. The chat.
Hanging Chad.
Yeah. Let's say they're not stuff like that. Look at that. Keep showing them.
We can do that. We can give the people what they don't want.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we often do.
Oh.
And now we bring down the internet.
My brain heard it, but then when I was about to be like, yeah, then
All right.
wait a
that's it.
second.
We don't even have a beer car. We're such a scam.
It's okay.
Slackers.
You know.
All
They're
right.
the people, but they don't want.
Three,
Yeah.
2, 1. Live from the 6th sub-floor basement of the Guys, Games, and Beer Towers. It's America's finest podcast, dominating the bottom of the podcast charts. Guys, Games, and Beer. Yeah! More power bottoms. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I was gonna
sorry.
say that.
Sorry. Hey, welcome to Guys, Games, and Beer. As usual, we can't get our act together.
Yeah, well.
Hey, don't say anything.
But
Why
thankfully,
should tonight be any different than any other night?
that's true. We try to do something good, and what happens, you know?
Us.
We fail.
We happen.
Anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about, no beer court this week, because
We drank it all.
We
we're
drank
going
it
to
all.
go actually during the
We
weekend.
really did drink all.
Can we just? I'm sorry. Like, can we just talk about Lionheart Racing at the beginning of the show? You want to know why? because I legitimately thought there was a Lionheart poster above your head. I was looking.
Really?
I was looking for it. I was like, I legitimately don't see it.
What amazing special effects we have here, guys, games and beer.
110% convinced. I was like, oh, when did Rob get a Lionheart Racing poster? That's pretty cool. So through special effects.
Yeah, those special effects that we are great.
Completely fooled me. Fooled me.
I thought you were going to be going about with Mobile Bar Dunk of the hot dogs, where there was a sign over the hot dogs that say, "Don't worry, they don't taste like rubber." And
I know we took a picture. Who took the picture of the poster for them?
I don't know.
Mel?
I thought it was Mel.
Well, maybe she did.
Yeah, like
So we'll have to get a copy of that and send it off to him.
All
Yeah.
right.
You gotta bump that over a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your head's not underneath the Lionheart Racing sign.
Actually, I went the wrong
Now
way.
you're just
You
cut
did
off
go the wrong
halfway.
way.
Actually, I
Yeah.
think I went the wrong way.
Yeah, I think you
Just
did too.
Guys, games and beer, nothing but quality for 10 years.
That's right.
10 years of this high quality. Yes, maybe it'll
Like 10
fall
years
over.
of a prison
There.
camp. Everyone's watching.
Is
This
it better?
This is all scripted.
Wait,
isn't it?
I've got a delay. How's it look on yours, Travis?
I mean,
It's way too
That's-
far.
that's- yeah.
That's way too far.
Yeah,
That's
I've
way too
had-
far.
best to look over there.
I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
someone.
Let's
Yeah.
just adjust this a couple times live,
Can we,
guys.
can we,
How does it
Keep
look,
going,
guys?
Keep
How does it
going.
look?
Keep
This way?
going. Yeah, go towards that wall. Keep going.
you know what I'm trying to do, right?
Keep going.
Center it, right?
Keep going.
You
Keep
do
going.
get the...
Center
I want to
what?
see your head so
Which-
you're not
which-
under this Lionheart Racing logo.
Which part of
Your
the
head
beer?
was
Yeah, but I don't want to be all the way in. Really? Are we good?
I don't know. Being all the way in sounds fun to me.
You can go a little bit
It'd
further.
be great when he comes back and
You can
he
go a little
sees
more
we're
that
looking
way.
at the floor
A
now.
little more, a 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 little more.
You're
Hold on,
Dude, I'm like looking at the wall over here
You're
now.
looking at the wall.
Jesus.
I'd like to see your face in the
Of
picture.
powerful thighs.
I don't think I...
I like it.
I think we
actually
just put it back where it
had
was.
that come up
I think we
in
just put it back.
a Cards Against
Jesus
Humanity
Christ.
game.
Is
Here,
the
wait,
Lionheart
wonderful.
logo
Here,
a green screen
watch.
on your head or
There,
behind
there.
you?
Your request to pull out.
Through
the
the
39
magic
from
of
the
editing.
front of the-
There you go.
Oh,
Look
good.
at, wait, watch this high-tech stuff.
Yes.
Whoa, yeah!
Shit.
There you go.
Guys, Games and Beers brought to you proudly by Lionheart Racing.
Maybe not after this. but-
Yeah, Lionheart. If they put up with the other stuff, I mean.
Do
Thick
check the
lines
chat,
save
Rob.
lines, thick lines create
Oh, I'm
lines.
supposed to check the chat.
You're supposed to check the chat.
I can't pull up the
I don't even think.
We're very
click
organized
on the
today.
video.
Spinning circle. I don't like.
Hey, this is the wrong thing.
Oh.
Don't say it. There.
Don't say it.
Number 2, live now. Here, get rid of this one. Look, it skipped the I love this, but this is like the.
Nothing but quality programming.
Just
Yeah.
This is like all the.
I love that instead of connecting to the pre-made one, screw that. I'm making a new one.
I derailed the conversation and it just went downhill from there.
Well, yeah, he starts the show and was like, that was it.
I thought I had a
We were
funny
pretty good
non-sequitur,
beforehand.
and then I just fucking tanked it. So you really, yeah.
It's all on him, man. He tanked it.
Yeah, I'll take the penalty.
We
for
get
this
5
one.
minutes back because Larry would have went off tangent on.
That's true. That's true.
I was gonna say.
See, I'm temporary Larry.
It's
Temporary Larry.
There always
Temporary
needs
Larry.
to be a temporary Larry because
Yeah.
Oh,
Larry
my.
will.
All right, well, Travis, you need to drink about 5 more beers then.
It shall be done.
Damn.
All right.
All right. So
Even
anyway, what we're
Larry's
talking about?
hosting.
Wow.
We've
This is pretty old school, isn't it?
Yeah, this
We
feels-
should just go back to we were talking about reinstating penalty shots.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great idea.
I mean,
Dude.
let's be honest. Though, it was a funny non sequitur. Like,
It was alright. I mean, I think it was a win. You know.
All right.
The
So
thing is,
not that we
when
have a
you
lot of,
actually brought that to my attention, I looked at the camera and then went, right, where? Oh wait, no, there isn't one.
so
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like being here again after a momentous weekend, like that's pretty sweet,
it
right?
was
guys?
a momentous weekend.
I mean, some of us are still alive. Larry's dead, so
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, unfortunately, there
was a casualty this weekend. We lost Larry,
yeah. So
but it was a good show, anyways.
So
Exploded.
nobody drove him home.
Yeah, we just left with the
He's still there.
center. Larry's just
Yeah.
wandering the
We
hall.
packed him up. We
aimlessly.
packed him
Carrying
up
a
for
30 pack
next
of
year.
beers, like, what do I do?
yeah, Midwest.
I
Midwest
got out the
Gaming
car
Classic.
Sunday and he
Yeah,
was like, "Hey Dallas, you want to see something cool?" I'm like, "What, Lair?" And then he like blew up like a balloon.
I'm still working, but we can.
Midwest
we can
Gaming
talk
Classic.
about
How did we do
Midwest
it?
Gaming Classic, you know.
Okay, well let's all start with what our favorite either let's go pickup or what you saw that or anything. Just one
So,
thing.
so you're actually going with the description
topic.
of the show.
Yeah, actually, I'm going with the.
That's pretty good, actually. I'm
Tyler,
impressed.
we'll start with you. We'll start on the end there. Either pick something you picked up, favorite thing you saw, favorite thing that happened over the weekend.
I was a little bit out of commission a lot of this weekend because my back was messed up, but honestly, my favorite thing was just hanging out with people. This is the first major event that I've done since the pandemic happened, and I was just hanging out with people, talking to people, and just sitting down and like hammering away at like Metal Slug for a bit. That was perfect for me.
That sounds like a perfect convention at that point.
Yeah.
Actually, being with people again is kind of nice. And again, so Metal Slug was played. Did you play it? Okay, so we had 2 Neo Geo systems there. We had one that was consoleized, and then Travis brought his Big Red to this show. What were you playing it on?
Thanks for muscling
Big
that
Red.
for me, guys.
Big Red. Oh, that's fun.
I was playing with the Big Red.
Oh,
because
there's
I
a
was
reason
very
they call it
excited.
Big Red.
You play that Big Red?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Pizza Hut,
Great.
kids. Pizza Hut.
Great system. Travis.
Absolutely love the fucking Big Red, man. I've been waiting since I was a child to have that. I was lucky enough to get one last year, and I will cherish that fucking thing forever. It brings me back to the 90s Pizza Hut days. Of
Yeah, but here's the problem. Now that he's brought it out there once,
People
and
are
people really loved it.
Well, and
There
so
were people constantly on that.
Yeah, I
like,
know there were.
constantly.
I know there were.
I'm gonna, sorry guys, I probably will get more candy cabs, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up now on what the fucking like.
Yeah, we gotta keep Big Red.
Well, you had the mega candy cab guy. He's like, hey, yeah, if any of your guys have some more candy cabs, I said, yeah, talk to Travis. He'll probably have like 8 more by the end of the year.
What was the actual like
the
console box?
right, the big Neo Geo, yeah.
Behind where the Steel Battalion was.
Okay,
In
I
front
didn't
of
really
it.
leave. I didn't really.
I
Look
so
at
lived in Steel Battalion.
I was like, I didn't really look at much outside.
Yeah, some real quick back behind the scenes MGC stuff. I was like, I've been restoring this for like the last 6-8 months since I've gotten it. I had to, I fixed the EL so it was working again. It's a little dim. I replaced the control panel and buttons completely. The original was like crusty, had been sitting like for 25 years. Got like a really nice new control panel from Zabo's Arcade, so it's nice thick plastic. I think it will last a long while. Looks like a really good print job, so it like really cleans it up really nice. Bad news is like Friday night played great after we moved it. Saturday morning wouldn't power up, so I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? And like so, luckily, I found out like I kind of readjusted the. I think the power supply is getting a little wonky. I think it's 20-some years old.
Right.
So, but like I was adjusting the potentiometer, and every time it adjusted, it would drop voltage to from where it needed to be to like nothing. So I kind of got it like sitting in place, and I was like, oh well, it's not spiking, it's just going low. So worst case, it cuts out again. So I gambled it for the weekend. It played beautiful for the rest of the weekend.
Seriously, you did not have another issue with
Didn't
that
have any other
weekend.
issues. So I'll get some service in on it. Yeah. I luckily I've got another spare power supply I can throw in if I want. I'm gonna see if I can service the one that's in there because it's kind of nice.
Keep it all original.
Yeah. So, but absolutely, the Neo Geos as cabinets they're really beautiful. They were meant to be on site. It wasn't made for just one machine like a lot of arcade machines were. Like it was built so it would be on location longer because they had the cartridges and it was supposed to be switched out. So they put a lot of thought into something that would last longer.
Yeah.
It's really well designed. It's it's heavy, but it's sturdy. It's a very sturdy machine.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it's so beautiful after all these years. So. Yeah, I was very happy to see the compliments on that.
Oh yeah, and again, like you said, it was busy all weekend long.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
pretty much
fight to get in there when I had to play
yeah,
it. 'cause
pretty
usually
much
towards the end of
constant
the
play
day.
on the Neo Geo systems. All right, how about you, Ryan?
There's a couple things, and of course both are either gaming related.
Wait,
Of course.
The gaming convention things were gaming related.
oh my
So-
god!
So one of the funny things is I did have to get from last MGC. There was Christopher Sean was there. He played characters in different shows, but the main one that my buddy wanted was he played in Star Wars Resistance, I believe, right? Yep. As see, I took notes. Kaz. See, I didn't watch the show yet, but I knew that at some point I had to make it down there. So Saturday, I'm like, there's just too much going on. So I'm like, Sunday comes along, and I think I went down to that area like twice. And of course, now it's Sunday. I'm already in like a super haze of just like super tiredness, and so we go down there, and he is there like the third time. Rob was with me, and get his action figure signed. But that guy was like the nicest guy. I mean, that's just like
Okay,
You don't expect
tell
stuff
people
like
the
that.
picture you took with this guy.
So like
it's
I,
freaking brilliant.
So I bring an action figure of him, and then I
For his
stand,
buddy.
Yeah, for my buddy, and then I stand there. He holds the action figure, and then we also grab my phone of the picture of my friend. So he's like kissing my friend in the photo while we're looking at the action figure of him.
It is a brilliant picture.
And then Rob got cut off the picture.
Yeah, assholes.
So,
That's just wrong.
so it was just a great experience. Like to meet somebody that just so down to earth and just a lot good. He had good stories, and he's just overall.
He and I've heard he really. I mean, like he really kind of went out of his way to come back to the show. He really liked it after coming in
2019.
Yeah, because it wasn't in November.
Yeah, he didn't come in November.
But yeah, he
No,
really.
he was here in November.
Oh, he was. Yeah.
Because that's why I knew. I told my friend in November.
Yeah.
Like I think I saw he's coming back, and that's when he's like, yeah.
Yeah, he really liked coming last time, and he kind of made time to make sure to make it out there, and it's I mean, it was,
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then the second runner-up is these guys show up all the time. And Brian plays our room, and it's just
I'm so like fucking
great to listen to
grateful.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They think for some reason Brian thinks we're cool. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like this is some sort of like fucking like Stockholm syndrome shit. Like,
It all
Yeah,
makes sense
that is
now.
about right.
Oh, not just Brian, but all the Lords of the Dragon seem to think we're cool.
yeah. So,
That does seem a bit
Well, we
strange.
hung out with them long enough. If they didn't think we were cool, they wouldn't hang out with us in the first place.
Oh, you
But,
say that. It could be a pity
We've been
hangout.
friends for a long time.
It could be a pity
We're
hangout.
little gutter trash. Come on.
No pity. Energy.
But I agree. But it's amazing. And again, you guys, see, here's the problem that just came into play. Normally we would have announced Man with Power tickets on our last Tuesday show, and we didn't.
Oh yeah.
And most of you are too effing late already. All the gold tickets for Man with Power. This is the Lord's
Silver
big content
VIP.
here. All the silver VIP are sold out. I'm hoping that
tickets.
general tickets, yeah. But okay, so I always tell you guys this every time. Get on tonight or right now. Are you listening to us? If you're
Stop listening to us. Go get the tickets.
Serious? No. If you need to do it,
We'll be there to hang out. It'll be
yeah,
fucking fun.
you'll see us there anyways. Get your Mad with Power tickets. You can go to the Lords of the Trident site. They got a direct link there for purchasing the tickets. They always sell out, and it sells out fast. And it's like I said, it's really going quickly. So definitely grab your tickets now. In fact, we got some surprises coming up for that.
So and again, like I just like always like remember like how fun it is to hang out with Brian and Andrea and
Oh,
at
God.
the same time. Like legitimately, cause I've been a Patreon subscriber there for like 4 years now. I checked. I was like, I had to go back. I was like, I had up my subscription. I was like, I'm not giving these guys enough.
Oh, you know
So I
something?
legitimately, I fucking up to next
Once
year.
I
'cause it was
actually,
like,
I
I absolutely love what they do. They're so fucking.
All
fun to
I'm
hang out
saying
with.
is this would be a penalty shot because we're off topic.
Oh,
Let's not throw it
he
out.
bought it up.
He's talking
By
about
the
what
way-
he loves. He's talking
By the
about what he
way-
loved at MGC, and it was Brian. All right, and Brian is always.
By the
on
way, if
top.
you act right now, you can get not just Lords of the Trident, but this Mixmaster 5000. Right now, if you guys act, you guys,
all
right
I'm
here, you
saying
guys watch it right now.
Is the
I'm
Barrett
saying,
is
if you're
never
watching
on
right
topic,
now,
Rob. Never.
I'm watching.
Period.
Hey, if you're watching right
Finito.
now, not only will you get the Mixmaster
the thing
5000, but Lords of the Trident,
We'll sign
Mixmaster
it.
5000, and a set of butter spoons.
Oh,
One set.
Andrea?
What? You've never tried a butter spoon? You've never tried a butter spoon? Well, let me tell you something.
Well, is it a
Once
spoon
you
made of butter, or is
spooned
it a
up
spoon
butter
for
with a butter spoon, you will never, ever want to just use a regular spoon again. You get
Oh,
all
so
three.
yeah,
If you
so
get
it's-
on Lords of the Trident right now. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
all right.
But yeah, I have to say, with them, every time I talk to Andrea, she teaches me something new about cosplay that I'm like, I'm trying to do a bit more cosplay, and she's just like, hey, you could just try this, and or you know what? Don't be afraid to be like, go to a thrift store, get something, change it, do this, do that, and I'm like. So you're saying I don't have to try and make everything? And she goes, no!
And she's really good about repurposing.
Just
Right.
repurpose it. Heck, if you don't have to do anything to it at all and you get it straight from the thrift store, that's gold. And I'm like, you're making me feel like I can actually do what I want to do,
So
and on the budget.
Making this on topic though, the real con is the friends we had along the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's
Okay.
wait. Are you done? Was
I'll
that-
have something later, but it's not
Right.
Ready,
Fucking
baby.
right.
Okay, let's go on.
Ryan, I need you to hand me that.
And this hat. And the hat.
Oh, Sergeant.
Props, no less.
There we go.
props.
The thing that I enjoyed the most and found to be the most interesting was it's not just that it's not that I did something. It was the fact that when we made Steel Battalion more into not just a game, an experience I was getting from people was they were enjoying it more than just a shooter. People were like, oh, this actually has like a story to it. And I was like, yes, it has a story to it, just like every video game. I'm just now giving you guys part of it. And the reason I'm able to give you guys part of it is because all the amazing people of G2B and MGC have made that possible. So, boom, seeing something go big, go to the small. Congratulations, you have enjoyed your game more.
Agreed. So what James talking about is, for those of you who missed us in November, we've taken over Steel Battalion at the Midwest Gaming Classic. And so here's the whole thing, how it goes. The Steel Battalion, Greg ran it there for years and really kind of turned a lot of us on to Steel Battalion. We never wanted to run. We've also been into Steel Battalion for ever now. But we didn't want to step on Greg's toes, so we've waited in the background. And in November, we took it over. And right now, Guys Games of Beer has probably the world's largest collection. Well, let's not say probably.
We have the world's largest. If anyone wants to come for that throne, I will fight it.
Yeah, we
I will sink all my money.
There aren't that many people who own this game. I know most of the people who are enthusiasts about this game. I'm willing to take that.
I'm willing to take that bet with you. You're right. So, Guys Games and Beer has the world's largest
Give me
collection of
something.
Steel
Love
Battalion.
it.
And so Jacob runs this for us, and
Does a phenomenal fucking job.
I know, and I like the way you went from like you said, being able to put more of the backstory in, making an experience.
Making it an experience and getting people to be immersed in it.
This year you did so well. Like we had people like legitimately had a group coming after hours. They were like, Dan like had a friend like
The guy who does the web work.
yeah, and basically was like, oh man, like I saw that big robot game Steel Battalion. I really had a chance to play it. And Dan was like, I think you can make that happen. And legitimately come to our room after hours and you get a game for set up for him. Like seriously, it was a hit. It was a massive
Not
hit.
only that, you noticed something. I noticed this specifically. Like you really got almost into character there when you were doing that. At first, when you first started, you were just running it, but then you got loud and it was almost like you were playing a character and it really helped with people. And I think that was really cool.
The character, it was Sergeant Kilt. I wore a kilt and I am the sergeant that is teaching you maggots how to pilot a VT. And one person went, you know what? You need a better kilt if you're going to be Sergeant Kilt. I was like, yeah, I was thinking of getting like a camo, and he went, no. You need to get either just a normal kilt and you just put it around,
The wrap.
but you need to get like the stuff that they make the ghillie suits out of and have that be like a
That
cover
would actually be
over it
really cool.
to have that be looking like that. I went, that's a good idea.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
a bad
steal
idea,
that.
actually.
And he just went, it's yours. I went, okay. But yet, it was just like, the people that actually listened and actually listened to me had a bigger experience out of it. I did learn that half the people don't actually listen to you when you're saying stuff.
It's a lot
But
to take
yet,
in.
it is a lot to take in.
Well, I gotta say, so one of my faculty members came to that, and him and Henry got a chance to sit down and play with you. Nate and Henry got a chance to play, and and he's not a gamer, okay? He was into Steel Battalion. You know, he just was having a great time with it. Henry evidently managed to kill himself by turning off his oxygen, which is really good.
I saw 2 people die from that. I like never see that these days. I'm like,
He asked me what would happen if I turned off my oxygen.
Guess what? You
told
die.
I told him, you're gonna die in about 3 minutes. And he went, oh,
Your
saw
screen
it.
goes white. It's pretty great. Like
I saw it.
and I'm just like, I saw that on somebody's screen. I was like, do I tell him? Like, I wasn't running it. You were running it. I was like, do I tell him? I was like, no, I'm not training him right now. I'm going to see what happens. Straight up fucking just passes out. Kills in action on the screen. I'm like, that's right.
Oh, that might have been the, was it a younger kid?
I don't remember.
Okay, there was like a kid that was possibly like 20s to mid-teens. That was like, what happens if I turn off my oxygen? Well, you're going to pass out and probably die if you don't have your oxygen on. And he was like, oh, don't worry, I got this. and he turns off his oxygen, and right before he does, he's frantically pushing the eject button. And I went,
You're passed out!
and I went, clearly you are doing what you would be doing in this. Your lack of oxygen to your brain is telling you that you can do stuff. The eject sequence is more complicated than this. You're not going to be able to eject when you're passing out.
That's what's great about Steel Italian.
Ladies and germs. Hi, Facebook. We're back on.
Hey,
I told you that was it.
it
It doesn't like that you. It actually wants those to be separate.
All right.
So we can add up to 3 targets.
All right,
But don't add the same target.
so guys,
twice,
we're just
there's your
trying a
lesson.
new plugin tonight, and it looks
It's
like
an experimental episode. So.
all right.
So we should actually be on Facebook again.
All right.
Right now.
Yes. And also telling people of like, hey, if you actually want to be involved in the combat in a good fashion, don't take the mech called Sheepdog. It doesn't have very powerful guns.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning that. Did somebody pick?
How many
those?
people?
3 people chose Sheepdog.
They just started blah 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 sheepdog. All right.
And I'm just like, if you want to be involved in combat, do not choose Sheepdog. It is a reconnaissance mech. It doesn't have good guns. Person picks.
You had to speak on their language, though. but Jacob, you failed to neglect. You have to speak their language. You have to say, "Yo, sheepdog TikTok," and they would understand that. I know how to speak to the kids. If I had the opportunity, I think I actually said that at one point. Nobody chose sheepdog, so.
But yet it
Maybe that's
wasn't
coincidence.
always
Maybe
the
not.
young people. I had 2 out of the 3 people be older gentlemen that chose it and then get upset at me because they were getting their ass handed to them.
I think you respond on
Because they're boomers.
Okay, yeah. All right. So is there anything
All right,
else?
so
Listen to you.
So hold on.
It's
For those of
your
you who are
fucking fault.
For those of you who are just joining in right now, I just want to recap
Yes,
everything.
recap.
I want to mention number 1, Lords of the Trident. If you act right now and get yourself tickets to Mad with Power, you will get the Mixmaster 5000
And a smooch from Rob.
Yes, that's right, the butter spoon.
And a sheepdog.
Oh wait,
And the
Rob's
best damn
gonna
concert you'll ever go
personally
to.
give you the butter spoons.
I'll spoon you.
And he'll put butter on it first, on himself first.
All right. So
I might.
Jacob, was there anything else you saw that you liked?
Just I can't remember what group they were, but the people that had a lot of the Japanime games, I got 2 of their games.
Which ones did you get?
I got Ramen and Doki Doki Tanto Kure Beach Volleyball. And they...
Have you played either of them yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have gotten to read Ramen, and it seems like it is a very interesting yet simple game that I honestly think I might buy another copy of it so that way I can take it to work.
Oh, all right. All right.
Maybe teach some of the kids that I'm doing some how to play this game and teach them a skill on, hey, making food is kind of complicated at times.
Okay. All right, Dallas. How about you? Couple of either pickups, what you found extra interesting.
So, pickups, not really this year. I didn't really feel drawn to anything in particular. Though the one thing I did get was a plushie for my wife, just as a souvenir. And turns out I did a good job because that turned out to be a really rare plushie. So, I did good on that. Luckily, but other than that, I think I just kind of the same sentiment as Tyler. Just the first major con I've been to since the pandemic started.
Yeah, you've been laying low for a long time.
been laying low, mostly because, my wife has, immune disorder and I didn't want to, go and drag COVID into the matter. So, I've been laying low, but since we've had all our shots and shit, I felt a lot more safe this time. So, I think, like, as we all agree, the event went over extremely well. The fact that we had, like, all these people coming to our room this year and, people got to see what we were about, even in bigger droves than ever. I feel, that's something that was really, really significant to me. And that and the people that we met, whether it's like old people that we knew, that we were able to catch up with after all these years, or new people, especially like certain personalities and internet celebrities. The fact that, the Channel Awesome crew actually came to our room at the after party, that was an honor, like, in a way, that's something I didn't really expect.
Wait, why don't you first of all tell some of the audience who the Channel Awesome crew are, who might not know.
Yeah, like me.
So Channel Awesome, the Channel Awesome, they're based out of the Chicago area. They're a group of entertainers, creators, Doug Walker, several other collaboratives, come together, and they mostly make film reviews. And so he's been doing this for, I want to say, well over a decade at this point. I've been watching his shit since late high school, early college. The fact that, this guy who's always been like this internet personality that I followed, that I was able to see him like face to face and him like bring his inner character out as he played the games, that we had in the offer, like Pepsi Man and such, that was really interesting.
He was really getting into a lot of the games.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I thought that was really cool, and I'm glad that they came, and I'm hoping they do come next year. I really do. Otherwise, the fact that I was there with you guys, that we all worked together, that we've set up really fast, had a really awesome setup, and then broke down really fast, and I mean, it was exhausting. I know we were all exhausted there at the end, but
everybody killed
it's worth it. I feel.
I'm proud of y'all.
Nailed it.
Everybody brought something different to the table. Like it was really cool to see.
We pushed the edges this year.
Yeah.
We were edging.
I do that all the time, anyways.
Nothing. But no, seriously,
Hours,
we did bring our A game this year, and I think it was quite easily, I think, the best year we've done. And definitely since we've got to the Wisconsin Center. Anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So, Travis, you're next.
So I'm just gonna real quick side story. I was like, I definitely kind of spent some money kind of going into MGC, making sure things were ready. I did have money set aside to like go spend in the vendor hall, but I think a couple of things, like I really, more than anything, like I spent most of my weekend, like I got a quick walk around the convention center. I maybe spent like 10 minutes in the vendor hall, just kind of get a quick peek. But I really spent like all my weekend either recharging myself so I could be on my A game, like sitting and recharging, take a personal break, take a breather. But otherwise, I was like just making sure everybody was taken care of the best I could, like checking in on games, checking in on people. Like I was really excited about the stuff that we brought, stuff that I brought, and like I really want to share that as much as I could with everybody. So it was like I just fucking like fed off that all weekend, and like my dad and I, like we, especially leading up to the show, we put in a lot of hours making sure things were good for volunteering for the show and everything. So I was like already running kind of on fumes. So it was
So wait, when he says a lot of hours, Travis literally like the days before the show.
It was like
was doing like
an
a
8-hour
4
day,
a.m.
an 8-hour day, a 6-hour day, a 12-hour day, like day after
So-
day. After my regular day job.
Right. Not just working on stuff for G2B, but getting stuff ready for the main floor. For those of you who went and saw those cool new arcade games that Dan is building up, right there. Right there. So, the Guys Games and Beer crew has been putting in our time on those machines.
Yeah, and again, it was really cool. Like, and again, I get to see a lot of footage of people playing them. Like, the show also like chimed in. Like, they saw like they love seeing people like come in and like be like, oh, can I get on this game? And like the other people getting really excited, going, sure. Like that was what it was all about. Is like people getting together, like playing games, and the classic arcade days, and really lining up to like kind of get to know each other and play some games together. Like that was really cool to hear about and see myself. So again, I kind of just fed off that energy. I just really want to make sure like everybody had the best time they could, and So again, the good news is like, and again, like the other thing was like, okay, you know, I've got some goals. Like I'm definitely like working on getting some more candy cabs. So I was like making sure not to spend too much this week. And I was like, you know, so I gotta like convince my wife that the money I didn't like, cause I had specific money budgeted for MGC. So I gotta convince my wife like I'm setting that money aside for candy cabs. We can't touch it for other stuff because I was good. I budgeted. I stayed within my budget.
I was a good boy.
Yeah, I spent less on my hotel like than I expected, and I spent less than the money that I expected to spend. So like that's my candy cab money, all right? I'm putting it on video. If it is gone, I'm taking it to court.
Well then.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, you want to go next?
Yeah. I was gonna post some stuff in the Guys Games and Beer Discord channel. By the way, if you're interested in Discord.
Yeah, we're on Discord now too.
I just said Discord, like an old person.
Discord.
Yeah, if you're interested in Discord, you can
And
go to
the YouTubes.
www.guysgamesandbeer.net. Take a look on the top right-hand corner of the
Wi-Fis.
screen. Yes, in the
Wi-Fis.
yeah,
you can check that Discord's out on the Wi-Fi's.
yeah, and I'm gonna be posting some pictures over there, so you can check it out. I'll put it on screen in a little bit. Let's see, where are we? Full screen, I'm guessing, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so I did do some pickups. I'll say it was unfortunately I wasn't there Monday or Friday due to it was the last day of my COVID
Thank you.
masking mandate, and I tend to get a little bit lit. I don't know if anybody knows, but I do tend to drink a little bit when I'm there, and I didn't trust myself. So I wanted a clean COVID test, and I wanted to be off of the mask mandate. So I was off of that on Saturday. So I came in Saturday, made my poor kid put everything up, but he did a great job.
Jonah rocked the shit out of that.
Did an A+ job, set
He
everything
took
up.
those
It was-
directions
I didn't have to do
And
anything.
went like this.
He did actually.
He did.
Here's
He
the sheet
told
of
me he
directions
did.
and
So I wrote him new directions that are all step by step. Now just to mess with him next time. Because now that's it. He's setting it up every year.
it's great
But,
when you find your blue bin. We're like,
I'm like, come on, man. I had 2 bins. It's not hard. Everything else I made so you could just carry it in.
in like 8 minutes we lost.
Oh, yes,
a
that
blue
was
bin.
yours.
That's
Oh,
a negative day at least.
Yeah, we've been doing that all weekend.
Yeah. Hey, you're in the con, a little
But-
heightened, so just making sure I'm staying safe. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, so I was thrilled to be there Saturday. I didn't see everybody I meant to meet with, but I did message them afterwards and say, hey,
Yeah.
sorry I missed you, blah blah blah. So apologies, but safety first. And I did quite a bit of shopping with Ryan and some with Jonah,
I like put,
Someone-
we
Larry.
you should buy that.
And yeah, Ryan's like the worst person you should ever.
I'm like the buy now button.
He is like. He is like.
Here's his credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just
He
walked
actually
behind
took mine and
He'll
bought
take
stuff
that.
with it.
He'll
I mean,
take that.
let me just be your special shopper for today. And so I picked up quite a bit.
Yeah, this is a good
Yeah,
set.
you got a hole
Okay,
going
I'll-
here, dude.
So I did
Oh,
get
that's a
this is a sealed copy of Wing Commander Prophecy.
I'm glad I wasn't
or
walking
the,
around with you,
this
because
is
I didn't have
graded.
much money.
No, it's not. I don't do graded. But anyway, it's for the Game Boy Advance, which I've been trying to collect more Game Boy Advance games in the boxes because you don't see them a lot.
Well,
Not in
People
box.
threw them out a lot.
Not in
you
box.
know?
Yeah.
Not only was it cardboard, it was for a portable console. So
Yeah.
it's like
You didn't
not
take
something
boxes
you're like,
around
oh, I'm
with
gonna
you.
keep this at home.
Yeah.
You know, it is weird. Have you noticed that certain consoles people didn't keep the boxes for? Like the N64 is very hard to get
Right.
boxes. for.
Boxes were pretty crappy
Unless
on
it's
those.
Japanese.
But the boxes were
Japanese
pretty
stuff.
crappy on the American ones. If you remember, they basically
That's
just
true.
fit the cartridge. There was usually nothing in them. I mean, they were really straightforward.
But yeah,
That
I bet
weird
you're right
insert,
about
too.
that.
That
That
weird
it's
insert with the
portable.
white
Yeah.
card.
Yep, yep.
It's like they just
Yeah.
it broke down.
They
easy.
broke down really fast. Yeah, those were big.
They biodegraded. So it's neat to see
That
when
is
it's
kind of
sealed,
interesting
so I
to see
bought
one
it.
like that.
It was only like $10.
Really?
So, yeah.
Good price on that for a sealed box.
And I got the Buster Brothers collection. There were 2 copies that I found on the floor. I wanted this one for a while. I bought the worst of the 2. This one was, I think I got them down to $15 on it, and the other one was 40. So you know what? I'll just print the back and put it in a new jewel case. It'll be
That's
just
it.
fine. But Buster Brothers is a great game. I really love this one. I'm very partial to it.
It's fun. How is that version?
I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
There's a story behind it.
Oh.
So a few months ago, I was going to do a video on some various versions of Centipede, and I went to grab my copy of Centipede for the PlayStation and found out it was Centipede for the Dreamcast. It was the wrong damn version. But I'd set up the whole thing to be like a PlayStation thing. Nothing would work. So how do I not have it? I mean, you see, like, I have literally just got shelves of PlayStation. No, just not there. Don't know why. But then, so I went to MGC and I figured, well, I'll find one there. And the first run around, we didn't even find one, right?
No, and then I had a finder's fee of $800.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
He was gonna charge me
No matter
$800
what copy I found, $800. I'm like, I couldn't get to the show floor to look for
for
it.
Centipede. So I can't wait to play this. Actually, I'm more excited about this than almost anything on here. But yeah. So the second time we found 2 copies. One was like $10, and this one was $5, and I talked them down to $4. So new jewel case is gonna be like new because nobody ever played the game. Somebody's gonna be offended. It's like, that was a great game. Don't pan it. All right, this one's called One. Never heard of it. Looks like a top-down shooter type of game. And whenever I see something that looks interesting that I haven't picked up, I do it. I bought a couple games and just. Actually, I think I paid the full for this. I think I paid $10 for it. So if it sucks, let me know. Star Trek Invasion. We were talking about this. Ryan and I were talking about this on the floor. That I like Star Trek, but I'm not a Star Trek expert anyway. But I buy like a lot of Star Trek games and then don't play them. But yeah, this is like the Wing Commander of Star Trek. Okay. It's like a single fighter craft, and you're out in some single fighter combat craft in Star Trek universe. So I can tell you're interested in that. That was an interesting one. The next one's Hustler. Oh wait, no, Rustler.
Whoa.
Sorry, Rustler. Sorry, misread that. And this is described as G2A in the Middle Ages. And when we're talking G2A, it's G2A like the original one.
Yeah,
so it's top down. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Grand Theft Horse.
GTA.
Yes, exact. I think they
Did you
called
say
it that, didn't
G2A
they?
or GTA?
So it's supposed to be G.
I probably said G2A.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where I get all my keys. G2A.
It's like
Guys, games are brought to you. Anyway,
Go there, you want your credit card stolen.
yes, that is exactly right. And then we're gonna raid your computer with our software for keys. Anyway, Demons Tier is another one. This one, I guess, just was released, right? And MGC.
Oh, so yeah, the game's been out for a little bit, but they have this special edition out.
Yeah.
The
And this is
only
not
edition.
it. By the way,
yeah,
this
we
is
were
the
like
Wimpy edition.
like 2 hours too late.
Yeah. To get the good.
But we got like
We
I
got
think
a
it's
box
the same
edition.
version. It's just not the
Yeah.
MGC branded version. And
But it's
I
premium.
noticed it's numbered in the corner.
Yeah,
If you
I
didn't
do.
see that. It's out of 12.
Oh, so this is a very nice. It's
Yeah, it's a really nice
got a
looking.
nice cardboard
And
case.
of that variety, that's number 1. The first of that Gamers for Gamers, I guess. So I was
Ah.
kind of looking a little bit into it. So 600 were released through the website. 600 were reserved for cons.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's my kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
I like roguelikes. I like the top-down shooter roguelikes.
Roguelite or roguelike?
Mm.
Don't
not
stop.
gonna
Do it. Penalty
You want to go
shot.
off topic?
God bless it. We are bringing back the penalty shot.
Hooray!
We discussed this earlier that this needs to go back.
I know
Twisted
the
Metal had
difference, but I
on.
still
If you don't know what
get
this
the
is,
difference.
but I didn't
Apply
have it in my
right to the
collection.
forehead.
My PSP collection's it's fairly small. It's like 30, 40 games.
Yeah.
So I still find a lot that I don't have
3
for
people
it.
found that joke funny. Thanks for being
Sega, yeah. Hey, we got applause. Oh wait. Sega Rally Revo. I used to have this one. Liked it quite a bit. This is an interesting one. This is Total Carnage on the Sega Jaguar.
With a what?
People
Jaguar?
get very
Jaguar. Oh, that's
Sega.
awesome.
I said
No,
sorry, Jaguar.
the Jaguar.
You said Sega, didn't
You
you?
did
Yeah,
say
give me another
Sega. You
drink.
did say Sega.
Shut up! I didn't say that.
Weekend.
Delete that. Atari
It
Jaguar.
just showed up in the chat.
Xbox, clip that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jaguar.
Thanks for issuing it. But anyway,
Those cats
Jaguar.
got
People get very mad if I
Yeah,
call it the Jaguar.
surprisingly,
The Europeans
those
especially
guys
get very
got it
angry.
right.
But
Why
anyway,
aren't the Europeans angry?
Total Carnage. It's a great freaking game. I haven't played it on
How was
this
the version?
platform.
Yeah, it was
I
like
haven't played it yet.
It'd be interesting to see.
It was like 75 at the one place, but our good buddy the Vectrex guy
Okay.
Dave.
Dave, yeah, over at what's
Pack
it?
Rat Game.
Pack Rat
Yeah.
Games. Thank you. Pack Rat Games was letting this one go for $50.
Pack
Oh,
Rat-
dude.
Yeah,
That's-
Pack Rat's got some good.
that's-
Like I'm constantly.
that's like a
surprised
third
at all the
off.
stuff they put some good
That's
shit to the show.
amazing, actually.
Yeah, so-
Thank you, Dave.
But now
So
you-
it's worth getting.
Now you have to go on the hunt for that 6-button controller.
I do have to hunt for because I don't want to play with that gamepad.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
pad.
That pad.
Oh, by the way, I saw an off-brand one for $75. I'm gonna get. They make
I'm
an
really
off-brand
jealous of this one.
So this is pretty. Can I really be the hero? Which, by the way, I looked into years ago and really wanted it, and then totally forgot about.
And it's like it's like the limited print run, like
Yeah.
you know, like it's one of those like offbeat kind of a like mascot platformer. There's a little bit of RPG
Yeah.
elements, like
But it's it is a platformer.
yeah.
Yeah, which is you get like 1,000 lives or something to get through it.
It's
Hard as
I
hell,
think it's a
I hear.
spin-off of Disgaea. If I remember
It
correctly.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it
why I
is,
always thought it
because-
was. I originally thought it was turn-based, like
Yeah.
Disgaea was, which is a tactics game.
I know the Disgaea games
Yeah.
are like really absurd. Like
Yeah.
Oh, and
But
supposedly
there's pretty.
Punies are the evil souls that have been shoved into a penguin costume, and your only goal in life is to run up to something and blow up.
okay.
But
So, looks
this
cool.
is sealed. This is big grade. No, it is not big grade. I'm not a.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that. The graders were there, by the way.
I know
So
they were.
yeah,
I know they
it's,
were.
yeah, it looks like it's got some. Yeah, so
I
a
haven't
nice
opened
little
it.
premium box set, got like some extra soundtrack, comics, some lyric sheet, and a reversible CD cover.
Yeah, it looks pretty
cool.
interesting.
Yeah, it looks cool. For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust it open.
So even like they like I've been even looking for they redid this on Switch and it's so fucking hard to find even on Switch. Like
Oh really?
I've been trying for a little bit now, man. Eventually I'll get there. But yeah, again on the PSP, I can at least play it on my Vita, my modded Vita. But
That's cool.
again, I've heard
It's nice with all the extras, though.
Yeah, it's a cool
It's
like,
nice to feel the
mascot
physical.
platformer.
Yeah,
Right.
it's nice to have
I
the
don't-
physical.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
nice find.
Nice
Very
find.
It wasn't much either. I think it was like $30.
Really?
I like freaked out and just grabbed it.
I will say, okay, so Vita games expensive, PSP games still pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I think. All right, we wrapped that part up. So let's talk a little bit about.
Oh no, you're right. You're feeling,
Oh, did you have one?
Yeah.
Oh no, go
He's
first.
feeling
Go
so
first
hurt.
before we
He's
wrap it
like,
up.
I-
Sorry.
You kept skipping over.
No,
yourself.
usually
I get intentionally.
you
All right,
throw me
so
out.
for those of you who didn't
Last.
make the show, this fucking crew, truly the most remarkable thing at the show was Guys, Games, and Beer. And that's all of these guys. That's Dallas. Big shout out to Mel, who worked
Aw.
their butt off all weekend long.
Oh,
Absolutely.
keeping me fed was an important thing.
Big shout out to Brian. Big shout out to Andrea. Big shout out to Scott and Heather. Big shout out to Ray. So here's the thing. I did that little thank you note.
Yeah.
I started listing names, and it kept getting longer and longer. It's like, oh man.
There's a lot of people that took to get that
Yeah,
room
you
together.
the room really looks amazing, but it's because it is a group effort
Yeah, a very
beyond
big group effort,
belief,
yeah.
people. You can't believe the effort these guys put into that room this year. I mean, it takes a lot of work, and then comes the circle after that. That's all the MGC people who help us out.
Yep.
Again, Dave, you are always. Thank you for everything. Rick, you do us a solid every damn
Thank
time.
you, Devin
Yeah, Devin.
and Jim and
And Jim, the circle goes out quite a ways. But, again, the room was, Rob hit it right on the money. The room was, we bought our A game, and it showed. And it's all because of these guys that we had the A game. The room rocked. Like I said, did I forget anybody yet? Let's see. Well, Larry, who's not here, but
Larry's dead. So.
yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Larry-
fuck that guy.
Oh,
Larry's
Bronco-
dead.
okay.
Long live temporary Larry.
Yeah! Did we just write him out of the show?
But again, it is such a it is such. Oh, and by the way, Ken, thank you too, because hey, we're still running your fishing gear, which you were going to take back that one year.
People still
Dude,
love it.
that is
so-
like popular. I heard people were like,
Everybody loves Ken.
Yeah.
I love Ken.
I heard people were
Love
actually talking about
I
that.
love Ken's fishing gear.
Jeremy, thank you so much, NCAA. Thank you. You helped us set up and take down. Like,
Oh God, yes.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Brought some gear to show around.
Tracy, who Margo, who stopped
And
by.
Tracy's catch.
Joseph and crew.
Joe nailed it that weekend, and his crew was great. Again, it's a really big project. So, and to finish that all off, thank you everybody who stopped by the Guys Games of Your Room. You know something? Again, we do this because we want you guys to have a good time, and it really looked like everybody had a good time who stopped by. I mean, everybody seemed I was very happy with the audience reaction. I've gotten a lot of great feedback from people who stopped by, and the night of the after party, I got a chance to chat with a lot of people, and the feedback is really good. And we love that feedback because that gives us ideas what we need to work on and improve, and what worked and didn't work in the room. So please feel free to give us feedback on the room.
Y'all sucked.
I got a lot of feedback.
Dude,
from people.
there was somebody who reviewed the show. They were doing a pickup one, and by the way, guys, this is your review right here because what you said about the show, I don't know what show you went to. You sure didn't go to the same show that everybody else went to.
Who's that?
I'll send you really quick. I don't call people out.
But anyway, I will.
What if you do?
They were there to shop. They weren't there for the show.
Well,
they were there to shop.
That's
Then
the
go to
problem.
the
You didn't go to the
store.
show.
You go to a store.
You went.
You went to a market.
Yeah.
There was like more. There was a lot more plushies than there has been.
The few minutes I did spend in the vendor hall again, it was a more varied stuff. It wasn't like
Let me address one of their comments. Look, guys, if I'm running a con and someone's going to pay me money for floor space, guess what? I'm going to sell that floor space because that's what pays for all the free games upstairs. Yeah. That's what pays for us to be there. Well, what am I saying? We pay for us to be there. That was a bad analogy. Bad analogy there. But look, as somebody who runs a con, yeah, if some guy thinks he's going to sell leaf cards at a gaming convention,
That's bizarre.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still taking his money because he's paying for that spot.
But the thing too, like that guy obviously has no idea about like MGC in general. Like when I went there this year, like there were so many more games available to purchase than ever. Like yes, so what if they had the people there that were selling leaf cards? Fuck off! There's tons of games here to buy, asshole.
Thank you. So,
You want to buy some leaf cards? What the hell? Go ahead.
And the dude wasn't even being very pushy.
No,
he was just sitting there
Me and you
chilling.
said hi to him when we walked by.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how's it going?
I walked by him one time and he went, hey, can you explain that to me?
Okay, that's cool.
And
He asked about it. He's interested in what's going on.
It was a cosplayer, and I just went, I don't know what cosplay that is, but they put a lot of effort into it.
Okay.
And he just went, okay, so it's not just a strange thing. This actually has purpose.
Right, it has purpose.
Yes!
But again, it is all about the fans and the audience and everything else, and you guys were amazing. The after party on Saturday, I got a chance to sit down and talk to you. And again, a few people that we've met. There were a lot of old faces there. People who come to this con every year and do the con and work at the con every year. And it was great to see all of them again. I mean, really was a lot of new faces. We got to meet a lot of new people in the industry, which I always like to do as well.
I got a bunch of cards I got to go through.
Yeah, I got a stack too. So yeah. Hey, I got to fake marry the manager for Mortal Kombat, so I was good with that too. It was a good con from every aspect. But again, that breaks down to this crew here, who, and you Dallas, who people can't see right now. Eventually again.
Invisible Dallas.
But here's the thing: was cool.
Mm-hmm.
You actually,
Yeah.
if you came to MVC, you actually got to see Dallas. He wasn't a disembodied voice, which was really cool.
He ran some
I actually couldn't find out Dallas is a disembodied voice. and he just
Okay,
floats
who
around.
knew?
Disembodied audio.
But JJ, I mean, just everybody who helped. There's so many names. It takes a very large crew to do this. So we appreciate y'all putting up with us for the weekend. I know we can be a little bit
Much.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Much.
we're very much ourselves, though.
Yeah. So yeah,
You're not gonna get that anywhere else. So sorry in advance.
yeah, and we're good with being.
Get a more kid-friendly version of us, at least.
Yeah,
That's true.
No, Sunday, I really made an effort to be kid friendly, which is unusual for me. So thank you all again for coming to the show. We appreciate it as a group. It is always just a lot of fun. Hi, Andrea! Yay!
Yay.
Andrea says, "Don't knock plushies."
And Rusty helped simplify
Oh
it
God!
for us.
I thank
literally,
you. See, this is what I mean. I
literally
have
half
so
of
many
Saturday and
names.
Sunday, we didn't even have to touch it. It
Dude,
just ran.
Rusty, you rocked the crap out of
Oh,
it
yeah.
too. By the
It
way,
was like
I'm looking forward to having you back next year.
It's like just the fact that it was running. We didn't have to like restart it every 30 minutes and
No.
go to every machine. Like
No,
that's what we had to do
it
last
really
time.
worked perfectly.
It was a work in progress. I mean,
Hey,
we
good
just-
job.
What you guys got it last
Well,
week?
nothing
this
to be
weekend,
adjusted either.
3 weeks before the show. Or
See,
just
no,
like,
if 3 weeks before the show, it was pretty close to the show, if you remember correctly. We were on the last minute. So,
It's like-
and then I just threw it all at him and was like, yeah, I'm
We'll
going
get
to
it
sign up
right.
and take care of it. And they did, but Rusty,
definitely is like
Yeah.
yeah. It was like
thank you.
I could have had all year to do that, and I chose not to.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's okay, too. But, again, everybody, again, you
We
guys,
can all say that.
you
at this
guys
point,
make the
yeah.
convention. You make it a great time for us. I got to sit down and talk with people sometimes that we are a little bit rushed because of the parties and everything going on. Again, great talking to Luis, the manager for Mortal Kombat. Me and you, we got to talk more, buddy. Again, sitting down talking to Tim. It's nice to have time to actually. We like to interact with our audience. We really do. So I think that's one thing, and that's one thing again. Okay, I'm kind of droning on now, but one thing about the Guys Geeks and Beer Room, I think you're gonna find that you don't find at most shows like this. We really love what we're doing. We really want to talk to you about what we got out there. We really want to show you what. Oh, hey, look at this.
We want to hear what you're enthused about.
Thank you.
Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
It fucking drives us.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
we're fucking giant nerds. Have you met us?
I mean, if anybody has a question, we find if we don't know exactly,
We'll find the person.
right person. So that person knows about this system, and he will
Yeah.
explain it for
It
you.
was just like that woman that was like freaking out over the metrics, and Travis, or I think it was you, Travis, was like,
I was like, Tom, get over here.
Get over here.
Get
And you
over
showed her.
Yeah,
you
stop
opened
what
it
you're
up.
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
he
great.
did. He literally did. He just like over here.
And then, but that's the thing. It's like, yeah, we might be a big, rowdy, raucous crew, but like again, like we all bring something a little different to the table, and it was cool seeing all of that like come together in a room, in an experience. And like I just like again, everybody had the things they're enthused about, and kind of like we're not all for everybody, and that's there's a lot of different facets of gaming and nerddom and all that shit, and like it's cool. Like I think all of us together do a really good job of pulling something cool and like getting the chance to do really cool shit like this. So it's nice to be.
And when when the people that come and interact with us contribute to various different things, that is also helpful, because one guy killed himself in there, and I want to say wife, girlfriend, whoever the lady he was with was like, oh, well, now he has to come up with another, innuendo name. And she went, do you mind if I put it in there?
Talking about real life, not in Steel Battalion.
Yeah.
And I was just like, go for it. And she put in one, and I went, I'm going to steal that. That is now becoming part of this. I like that. Thank you.
All right.
Stayed there forever, isn't it? Anyway,
Okay, so
Well, somebody died.
that's my rant, guys. As always, I didn't see much of the show. I did go shop with you guys for a little bit. They don't give us a lot of time to get out of the room.
Yeah, I didn't even get out to the displays.
Oh.
I didn't even get on the museum.
I did a quick rock around, checking in. It's but I will say again, like I think, and again, shout out to Arcade too. Like,
Oh God,
great
Garth,
great
thank you.
neighbors.
See,
Like
Nicest
you
people
guys
ever.
cultivate a vibe. We cultivate a vibe. I think we do it better. Not really. Okay, I was gonna say better than everybody else. on the
okay,
show.
okay.
The combination.
Wow, that was yeah.
Yeah, that's
that was
that was
yeah.
But
hey Gar,
I say Garcade, you understood the assignment.
They thank you. They really did. That's a good point. That corner
Yeah.
worked out perfect. Yeah, they had a DJ going. That room there was packed all weekend long. Oh God, yeah. We could go on for days. Okay.
Yeah.
so
So
probably will.
If you think about it, you come from the Hilton, that's the first things you see.
Right.
We're the first two rooms you see, and
Which was good.
Positioning was good this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
I have no
problem.
complaints.
I had no problem with the room was.
No complaints.
No complaints.
All right,
No
guys. Any final thoughts before we kind of wrap this
if you
up?
weren't there this year, I mean, kind of sucks, but you should really think about it next year.
Yeah, next
wait,
year-
because next year, Rob, we got some. There's some
We do. We have some-
there's-
we have some
There's some things
improvements
that
we
might
made.
happen.
And we will return the Black Box of Awesome, which was actually ready for this year's show, but
which was reminded to him.
some
on
idiot
Sunday
forgot to bring
afternoon.
it. Still, that's how organized we are.
It was Jonah's fault, right?
It was, yeah, Jonah forgot to bring it.
Oh, see,
So totally,
yes, and Jonah's not on
That
camera right now, but Jonah, again, you rock the crap out of this when you watch this later. You can probably hear me actually.
and Joey, nobody snuggles with Snorlax.
Oh
like
my
you
God,
do.
Joey, yeah, you're
He
yeah.
was out for
And-
like 3 hours.
Oh yeah, he was
Every day.
every day, yeah.
You're sleeping on Snorlax, sleeping on the couch.
Again, now you're gonna see why I
That is
didn't
the
type the
gamer
list of
lounge.
names in my
Yeah.
thing and just said the guy gave him beer crew because it takes this big of a crew to present what we do.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so a couple things before we exit. Don't forget, you can check us out at www.guysgamesandbeer.net. What else? If you look on the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can check out our Discord where we've got a bunch of pictures from the Midwest Gaming Classic 2022. I also want to note that Echo Blade, which we had that on the show a few weeks ago, is now in release on Steam. You can check that out. Just look up Echo Blade, all is one word. It's a puzzle combat dungeon explorer. It's really cool. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look for, there's actually an episode of Guys Games and Beer called Echo Blade where we interview the
Great
developer.
interview, too.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a fun game. Definitely check that out. I want to thank our friends over at Lionheart Racing. Lionheart Racing, all the joys of racing without the rubber hot dogs. And I want to thank all you for watching. Next week, we should be fully back online. We debugged. This was kind of a test episode. We weren't really planning on having an episode this week, but we decided to come out and do it and get some of the bugs out of the system before we get back into full roll. So next week, you'll see us both on Facebook, www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer, and on YouTube, www.youtube.com/guysgamesandbeer. And you know, the gods willing, maybe we'll even make it onto
Twitch.
Yeah, I don't even want to say it. Twitch again.
Thus who shall not be named.
The,
All right,
the
hey.
streaming place that will not be named, but
Quick final reminder. Get
Very
your damn
excited.
Mad with Power tickets. Get your Mad with Power tickets. Get your Mad with Power tickets. We are going to be there. The lineup is un-effing believable, and I keep telling you people, they sell out quickly.
The lineup is very good this
Oh
year.
my God, the lineup is amazing this
Very
year.
good.
And you know, you could go just for the Lords and it would be fine, but the rest of the lineup's amazing too. Get your tickets, guys. When I say they're going to sell out quickly, I'm not lying to you about this.
yep.
You might not even have to mention to buy them next week because it'd probably be gone.
Yeah, hey, no, I agree. They
I mean,
could-
Ty even said, like, last year's, like, he was getting messages from people he actually knows, like, hey, can I get you? He's like, no.
Thank you.
So-
I don't lie to you when I tell you to buy something, buy it. All right.
All right, so coming next week on Guys, Games, and Beer, we'll be having the return of Pain with the Pico 8. We're going to be playing some Pico 8 games. You're going to be seeing some big blockage there, guys.
Nice.
All right.
Pixels as big as your freaking head. Dallas's meme of the week is going to make its first appearance, and Larry's not going to be there, so
I'll read the card.
you're gonna
Long
read the
live
card.
temporary
All right.
Larry!
Temporary Larry will be
Okay,
reading
temporary Larry will read the
some
card.
Geek Gamer trivia for next week's show. Don't forget to join us in Discord if you'd like to try and answer those. But what the heck, we'll let you answer in any of the others. And that is about it.
All
Things
right.
seem to be successful. So
Later,
for
all.
once,
Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
We'll talk to you
Camera
next
2
week.
is on our wall. Love it.
Wall cam.
You know it. We're out. You can still hear it.
All right, good.
Camera 2.
Oh,
Camera 2.
how did everybody's yesterday go? Yeah, you too, huh?
I had to go to the office. I'm very sleepy.
God, I could have never done that, dude.
Dude, I was at home, but then I had to pick up that desk.
Oh, you did that?
Oh my God, Jonah and I moved it. It weighed a ton. It was all metal. So we're over at this lady's house. Jonah and I drove out there. We done it first, like Jonah clicked through the. Oh. Yeah, on Discord. But so Jonah clicked through. Darling sent us the address, and it like picked the wrong address. We clicked through, so we were on Apple Maps. We ended up going 30 minutes out of our way. So then we had to head back, right? And then so we're already burned out from we're already burned out. Yeah, from Sunday, and we're coming because we had to unload. So I had to unload on Sunday. I get there and we look at the desk and it's really nice. And then like you said, hey, you know what's really good? And so yeah, whatever. So Drew and I looked at it. Oh my god! Was it concrete? What the hell was that thing? It was horrible. So I just got it out of the truck though, and we survived it. Then we found out when we were taking it off the truck, you could actually slide out the door part of it. The whole door part would come out. So literally, you could turn it into two things that were only slightly heavy instead of one massive.
Massive.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, by the end of me, like,